Hello, welcome to Just Prime. As part of this video, we are going to see how to use Spring AI to run a models which is running locally. So basically, we are going to see how to run Spring models, how to use Spring AI, and call the models which are running locally. So that we are going to see it. So before going to see this execution part, so we are going to see what is the benefit of doing this one. So when we are going to use Spring AI with Ollama, so what's the advantage? The first advantage is right as a Spring AI. Say for instance, if you don't have a Spring AI, so what is the alternative previously we are using so far? So for to run the models or to execute the models, we are using a different Python technologies like long chain. So this is one of the way we are using long chain along with the Python, and we are executing the LLM models either it's locally or which is running a remote way. So this is one of the way we are using the Python along with the long chain. But now if you are a core Java developer, so how we are going to manage this one? So in that case, so you can use Java along with that Spring AI. So then you can able to execute the models locally or remote. So this is the advantage of Spring AI. So you can use Java and you can able to call the LLM models. So that's the first benefit. The second benefit is right. So we are going to use Ollama and which is running in your locally. So you have the full control to control the privacy and security because everything is in your local. So you can able to manage the security and privacy. So this is the second advantage. And the third advantage is like cost effectiveness because it's running in your local machine. So you don't need to pay the license cost. So this is the third benefit because Ollama is running in your local machine, so you don't need to pay any license. And the fourth benefit is flexibility to control. In the sense, if you want to control the hardware efficiency, fastness, so that you can able to manage it. It's up to you. So you have the full control. So based on the hardware adjustment, so you can able to manage the speed of the execution of the models which is running in your locally with the help of Ollama. The fifth one is it's offline, so you no need internet always. So you can able to run or execute your models locally and without any internet because we are not calling any remote services, we are calling your local services. So that's the one of the benefit. So and the fine one is its ease of use, right? So once you have a Spring AI, so it will provide a lot of different variety of models. Either it could be text to image, image to text, audio to video, or a video to text. It can convert a different variety of inputs to outputs. So that's one of the usage of Spring AI which is giving the advantage. Okay, see these are the some of the benefits we are going to get it with the combination of Spring AI and Ollama. So now let's get started. So how we are going to do it? So first we are going to install the Ollama in your machine. Once it started running, then we are going to create a simple Spring AI project. So first let's download the Ollama. So to download the Ollama, so this is the official website what we are seeing over here. So this you can able to find this link in the video description as well. So first we have to download this software Ollama and you can install it. So to download this one, so you can able to find the link over here. So you can click the link. So then it will give an option for you to download the different operating systems, Mac, Linux, Windows. But right now I'm in Windows, so I have already downloaded this package and it's available with me. So now we are going to see the installation part directly. In case if you don't have the package, so you need to download with the help of this link and based on your operating system. Okay, so the now let me start the installation part. So this is the Ollama setup I have already in my machine. I am going to start the installation part. So for that you just click the setup. So then it will open a pop-up. So and the setup is very easy, there is no complex steps. Okay, so once you can able to see this pop-up, so you can start the installation by just clicking the installation button, but it will take a minute to complete the installation. So let's wait for this one. So now we can see the installation part is completed. It got closed the window. So that's it. So now the installation is completed. The next step, we are going to verify the installation completed, and we need to verify the version. So we are going to verify. You can open the command window and you can type this one. So basically what we are trying to do, we are just verifying the Ollama version. So it's saying 0.5.5. So this is the way you can able to verify the installed Ollama version. So the now the next step is, so we should be having some of the models, right? So then only we can able to use it. So how to get these models into your local machine? So once you download the models into your locally, so then you can able to run it and you can able to use it. For that purpose, if you go to Ollama, so you can click on GitHub. So then you will be getting this link and you can come over here and you can see, so the different variety of models we can able to download it, but the main is we need to see the size. You can see over here 43 GB llama 3.3, and the decent size is llama 3.2, and it's very popular one. So we are going to use this model which will take 3 billion parameters as input and 2 GB as a size. So to download or to install this model into in our locally, so you can copy this command Ollama run llama 3.2. That's it. So then it will try to download this model into a local machine in case if it is not available, and then we can use it. First let press enter button. Now it is trying to create a manifest file and then it will start downloading it, but it will take a couple of minutes because it need to download 2 GB of space. So now we can see the installation is completed almost. So we can see it's trying to display the percentages. So now we are going to see how we are going to verify whether the model is working or not. So that we are going to verify. So let it finish the installation completely so that we are going to verify it. So now it's saying the manifest writing completed and it's saying success. Now we are going to test this model whether it's working or not. So let me test it. Let me ask a simple question. Who are you? So I'm just asking a simple question. So we are going to wait for its response. It's trying to giving the response saying that it's an intelligent model, Llama, and it's a large language model of Meta AI. So that means it's working. Let me ask a simple question. So I'm asking a simple question. What's the capital of India? So let's see the response. So it's saying it's New Delhi is capital of India. Let me ask simple question again. Same question but for different country. Saying it's Washington DC. So that means, so the model is working, right? So it's we are asking is random questions and it's trying to give the answer. Say for instance, if you want to see the list of models which is available in your machine, so for that purpose you can open the command window and you can use. So that means in your local currently you have this model, so which is available. Say for instance which model is running and what is their details. If you want to see it, so you can see currently, so this is the model is running and it's occupying somewhere a 3 1.5 GB. So when it started, so 4 minutes before it started. So that means we can able to see the list of models which is available in our machine and it's running their status. So as part of next step, we are going to create a simple Spring AI application and we will try to interact with this model which is running in your machine. Okay, now let me open a new browser and if you see here, right, so this is the Spring AI official document. So you can able to find this link in the description of this video, and we are going to see what are the different models it will support. Okay, so this is Spring AI, and if you come down little bit you can see different AI models which it's going to be supported. So let's click this one and you can see the models which Spring AI going to support. You can see the chat models, embedding models, image models, audio moderation models, and vector database which is required to store the embeddings. So these are the different types of models it will be supporting, and as part of this demo we are going to use chat models, and inside that there are various models it will support like Amazon Bedrock, Anthropic, Azure, Google, Hugging Face, and you can see there are many different models it will be supporting. But now we are going to use Ollama because we have already installed Ollama in our machine. It's running a simple model, Llama 3.2. So we are going to use Ollama chat model for our testing purpose. So if you click this Ollama chat, so if you can come down little bit, so we can see a simple program. So this is a simple piece of code how we are going to write a code and how we are going to connect to a specific model. So before that what you have to do, we have to create a simple Spring AI application. Okay, so this is the URL we are going to use to create a simple Spring AI application, right? So if you see here, right, so I'm going to use Java, Maven, and 3.2, and you can see here you just give as per your wish. I'm going to use spring.test. I'm going to use spring hyphen a hyphen Ollama. So this is our artifact name. So this is the package name I'm trying to use. I'm going to use as a jar, and 23 is my Java. Okay, so apart from that we need to add some of the dependencies as well. So for that purpose we can click on add dependencies and you can select web. We are going to use the RESTful services, so that's the reason I'm adding Spring Web. And the next dependency Ollama. So because we are using Ollama A, so you can add Ollama. So these are the two dependencies required to create a simple Spring A application which will interact with Ollama. Okay, now you can generate a project. Okay, now the generation is done. Now you can go to your downloads folder and you can able to see the generated project. So this is the one, so you can unzip this one and you can, so this is the project. So now you can import this project into your Eclipse. I'm just opening my Eclipse, so you can open here import project. So you can select here under Maven existing Maven project, click on it and finish it. So it is just importing the project into your Eclipse. So now the simple and basic Spring AI application is ready, and if you can come down over here you can see the dependencies what we have added, two dependencies, web and Ollama AI, so that we can see over here. Expand it so you can see over here. So there is a two dependencies we have added, the Spring AI starter web and the corresponding dependencies you can able to see over here, Ollama dependencies and starter web. So these are the two dependencies mainly we have added and we can able to see it. So now what we are going to do, we are going to create a simple we are going to create a simple REST client. So let me create a simple REST client. For that purpose, I'm going to use my controller. I'm going to use a controller. So this is my controller. I'm going to use it, and let me add this one as a REST controller. So this is the one simple REST controller I'm adding, and then I'm going to add simple AI. Basically, I'm not going to write a service and all. So this is just a simple hello world application to interact with Ollama. So that's the reason I'm going to write a simple get message. So this is my API get message, and I'm going to expose this one as a get mapping, and here I'm going to add it as a data. So this is my API. I'm going to expose as a get method, and the API name is get, and I'm going to write here simple code. So the code what we are going to write here is very simple, and you can go back to your documentation, and this is the Spring AI Ollama chart model. We are going to use it. So you just copy this code as it is, and you can paste it over here. So you can see over here the first one is you can download chat response from the chat model. Okay, so this is the one step, and you can download remaining options Ollama models, and then you can download options, and you can download all necessary things. And you can see, let me maximize it, and you can see there is a chat model, we have to take it. So that one what I'm going to do, I'm going to create chat model. So this chat model we need to import, so let me import it. So this I'm going to import a chat model, and we need to get this object, so I'm going to use AutoWire. So this is a simple way I'm trying to get the response. The chat model we are trying to use AutoWire one, and we are taking the response. So now what I'm going to do, so I want to take some of the query or prompt message from the user. So I'm going to use request param, which will take a message from the user, and this one I'm going to pass it. I don't want to hard code it, I just want to take it from the message from the user. I want to pass it, right? And another thing is we are using llama 3.2. Let me go back to our models page, GitHub. So we can see the which model we are using it. So we are using, let me check our models list. We are using llama 3.2. So correspondingly we need to pass the constraints. So we need to change here 3.2. So this is our model, we are using it. Okay, and we are taking the message from the user and we are passing it. So rest we are keeping as it is. Now the final response, you can take it from the response message. So we will be getting the response from the get result, and then get metadata, or better take it from the output dot get text. So that means we are taking the response object, and from that we are taking the results, from that we are taking the output, and we are taking the final message as a text. So this is what we need it. So okay, we are taking the text, and that will be string and we are returning it back. So this is the way we are using simple prompt. We are passing as a simple prompt object and with the user input and which model you are using it and the temperature accuracy of this one, and then you can pass it. So this is the way you can able to construct your chat response by passing the prompt, and from the chat response you can take the desired output. Okay, so now your controller is ready and your model is running inside your Ollama. Okay, now let me start this application. Okay, I'm going to start this application. So now our simple Spring Boot AI application is coming up. So once it's coming up, so then we can start firing some of the request and then we are going to verify it. So now we can see it's running under 8080. Okay, now let me test it. So I'm going to use a simple localhost 8080 slash data slash name equal to, let me check what's the parameter we are using it. So data is our API name and message is our. So what I'm going to ask, I'm asking a simple question: who are you? So I'm asking a simple question: who are you? And let me check our response. So it reaches to our REST controller and it is executing. So we can see now we are getting the response back. So when I'm asking the question saying that who are you, it's saying that I'm artificial intelligence model known as Llama, stands for large language model AI. So let me ask a simple and another question. What is the, okay, let me ask a simple question. What is the capital of India? So I'm asking a question, what's the capital of India? So let's see what's the answer we are going to getting back. So we are going to get back as capital of India is New Delhi. Yeah, this is the way you can ask the questions and it will give the answers. So mainly we have to understand over here, so how we are going to create a chart model and how we are going to pass the prompt and the message and options in terms different parameters like what kind of model you are using, it's a temperature, it's a kind of accuracy definition, and finally you can create a prompt like this and you can give for your model. So and you will be getting the response. From the response you can take the results and